Galloway, top of the key. On the right wing, outside the arc, now goes to this near side with Leal. Feeds the post to Renew. Kick out, corner three, Goody, nylon! 2-point game. And Yakachunas now for Illinois, 50 seconds on the clock. Charging into the lane, stops, pops, gets it, and a foul. Carlisle, the guilty party. And Yakachunas, who's up to 18 points, will look to add one more. Off a screen towards the right side, working up against Mackenzie Mbako, trying to find some space, has to go out to Avicic. Long three, oh my! He drained from down. That one off the heel and out, but an offensive rebound by White. It was tipped by Ballo, but finds an orange shirt. Yakachunas on the second attempt, step back three, oh baby. Rattled it home, it's 37-16 Illinois. Hand off to Yakachunas, finally getting a touch. At the free throw line, kicks out to Davis. Now top of the key to Boswell. Single digits on the shot clock. Boswell, step back, three ball, good. Tough shot from Boswell. Now back to Smith, trying to make something happen. Mismatch with Ballo, kicks to the far right side to Lawyer. Drives in himself, stuffed and grabbed by Anthony Leal, jump ball. 53-47, Galloway guarded by Skulljack. Double comes, throws into Ballo at the free throw line, loses the handle as he charges in, but he is fouled. Another bail for the Hoosiers. There have been several of those, and that's really been the difference.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. At the end of the first half, when that pass down low from Gallo to Renew, that was a foul that led to an extra point. That was a late whistle there, but it goes in favor of the Hoosiers. And now both teams with 3 fouls and 3 timeouts left with 11 minutes left in this one.
Inbound goes to Goody. Galloway off the handoff, runs in, shows, goes, doesn't get the layup. Here's Ballo, and he'll get the layup to go with the right hand through a few bodies.
Yeah, Ballo, that's the second time today where he opted to come down with it. And he had that alley-oop earlier where he didn't slam it down, and that time, as he's going up, all in one motion, he's got to put that ball back in, but even at 4 feet still, got it down.
A giant among the trees. And whistle blows off the ball. It was Mbako a little bit too handsy with his man, and that's another needless foul this time for Indiana. 8-point Hoosier lead, 55-47. Indiana outscoring Miami by 5 in the half. Here's Skulljack off a screen, finds Potter, now outside the arc on the right wing to Kraft. Is working on Leal. Skulljack on the opposite side, running up against Mbako. Will have to go back out to Potter. Shot clock at 4. Hoists and makes for Skulljack. They're hitting some tough shots at Skulljack. This freshman can play.
12 points, that is a new career high after the previous was 9, and that was a shot you take with about 0.5 seconds left on the shot clock instead of 3.5.
Galloway out for Mbako. He tries a 3, no good. And Ibsaro can't save it. Didn't get the call from his teammates and ended up just sort of holding in midair and wondering what to do. And it'll be Indiana basketball under the basket. Mbako exits with Rice entering.
Yeah, Mbako 0 for 4 today. He's been pretty quiet as of late after he had the scorching hot start to the season. 33 points, obviously, 31 rather in the season opener.
Right wing with Goody, loses the handle. Elmer goes. It's 1 against 3. Falls to the ground, tripped by Galloway, and heaves the ball wide. Goody showing a bit of his frustration and taking it out on the basketball. Got a few pumps into the ground and smacks of the hand.
And Galloway kind of just tried to get his hand in there, and then once you sell out, he kind of just has his feet stuck there. And the only option is for Kraft just to go down to the ground.
And the ball, freshly saved from the punishment of Goody, has been inbounded by Ibsaro to Suter. Back to Ibsaro, wide open 3, and he missed everything. Well, he had all the time in the world.
A little too much time.
Lob towards Ballo among three. He's fouled. It's a nice feed by Anthony Leal, and once again, the axe is coming down to try and chop down Ballo.
That's Potter. Now it's almost just like, how many guys can you have in there if you're going to foul Ballo on that pass over the top? Just a second, though, on Potter.
But it'll be interesting to see how this works for Indiana against several of their teams. They've been dominant in the size department against teams like Eastern Illinois, SIUE, and even here against Miami, Ohio. It'll be interesting to see what happens when this team reaches Big Ten play next week, and then when it really starts properly in the new year, you're going to be facing a whole different breed of tall bigs in the paint. Ballo missed his first. He's 2 of 5 at the line today. His second on the way, and that one goes. So once again maintains his 50%. And a whistle blows, and a foul off the ball before the inbound. Now Indiana up to 6 fouls with 9:16 to go. They lead by 6. That could become a factor, and there's another one.
That one's on Leal. I think the one before was on Rice, and just like that, 2 gimmies. We talked about how there were some bailouts for Miami. Now it's Indiana returning the get-out-of-jail-free card. And Miami's now shooting free throws for the rest of this game, Alex. My goodness.
So just like that, they'll have several chances, you would presume, to cut down the deficit as this game gets further into crunch time. And it'll be Elmer who gets a chance to shoot the free throw, 72%, but he misses. But it's rebounded by the Redhawks. Elmer charging in. He is tripped, but he traveled. So in the end, Indiana perhaps saved of potentially 2 more free throws by the extra step.
Elmer had no idea what he wanted to do with that. Had maybe a chance at a 3, then saw a little bit of an opening, and then kind of just picked up the ball and had no idea what to do. And even though he may have been guided to the ground by a Hoosier foot, he was taking too many steps anyway. Needed a bigger bag than that.
Galloway for Indiana. Rice will take it across the timeline. Fouls by accumulation for the Hoosiers, but no one in true foul trouble. Handoff from Galloway to Goody. Back to Rice. Has a screen from Ballo. Feeds it into him at the free throw line. And all alone, Renew slams it home.
That's action much better from IU. They get the guards moving out to either side. They reverse it. And then Rice looked to his left, didn't find anything. And then the quick tic-tac-toe. Ballo and Renew for the easy flush.
Elmer guarded outside the arc by Renew. Now Potter at the top of the key. Will hand off to Ipsaro. Now to the right wing. Elmer tries another treble, too strong, but it bounces back right to Potter. Skip pass out. Byers the 3. That one too strong. Ballo collects a board. He's at 16 of them. Other way for Galloway. Little lob to Renew, and once again slips through the fingers. Not the day that Renew is wanted at times. He's still gotten a good 15 points. He's had several opportunities that have gone begging, and Miami are still in it, down by 8 with 8 to go. Right in the center circle, Ipsaro feeds into Byers, guarded by Goody. 10 on the shot clock. On the left wing, through Ipsaro. Rejects the screen, kicks to Kraft. He hoists a 3 off the front and out. Ballo collects yet another board. Rice to Goody, passes up the 3, and Ballo will hand off to Rice. Rejects the screen, in amongst the trees. Skip pass, Galloway, nylon. Timeout called. Listen to this place. "11-point Hoosier lead, 61-50. Galloway his third 3 of the game. Indiana are rolling. 7:29 to go. We'll step aside Indiana lead here on WIUX. It's one of the biggest and best rivalries in all of college basketball. It's Indiana and Purdue for the 221st time. Here from Simon Scott Assembly Hall, home of the Hoosiers since 1971, I'm Alex Hynes alongside my good friend Cruz Martin. So glad to have you here on WIUX. It should be an electric game, Cruz. It's a basketball-crazed state, Indiana. You'll know better than anybody as someone from the state. What does this rivalry mean to everyone in the great state of Indiana?